charge of it. It's a good game. It is struggling to catch up with the modern hardware for PCs though. It is a bit choppy. And I don't think you can actually buy it anymore on the PC.
Farin, my lad, by my beard, it's good to see you again. When you left Erebor to stand guard on the Shire, Gimli and I feared we might be seeing the last of you. Now I hear you stood with the Rangers in the battle against the Nazgul at Sarn Ford, and bested an orc chieftain at Fornost. Good work.
I can't take all the credit. I had Andriel, an elf of Rivendell, and the ranger, Eradan, at my back.
Reminds me of the old days when dwarves, elves, and men fought together in the Battle of the Five Armies.
Yeah, the old days.
Then I've your blessing being allied with an elf?
I will speak plainly. I may be less than fond of King Thranduil's wood elves for keeping me in their dungeons, but I've no grudge with any of Elrond's folk.
So I've heard you say many times. But the elves fought beside us when it mattered most.
You're right, of course. I can be a stiff-necked old dwarf, but it's time to set aside grievances that were long ago repaid. When dwarves, men, and elves fought together at Erebor, we overcame legions of foes. But we face a far more terrible enemy in the Dark Lord. Standing together against Agandaur may be more than just a good idea. It may be our only hope to save the North.
Let's not leave out the Eagles. They've been a big help to us.
Well spoken. Thorin's quest and the Battle of Five Armies would have met disaster without the help of the Eagles. You're fortunate to have gained the friendship of such noble creatures. Your life may well depend upon your choice of friends, whatever kindred they be.
And besides, it wouldn't hurt to keep Sauron a little distracted. If we keep him second-guessing his plans for the conquest of the North, it could only help Frodo in the long run.
That's my thoughts upon the matter, too. Be the stinging fly in the ointment, as it were. Only this fly's sting will be deadly. And it's time to be about your business. Goodbye, and good luck to you.
Thank you. And I think the chances are pretty slim that they will remaster it. The studio that made the game is no more. They merged with Monolith Productions shortly after this game was released. And then they together made Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War.
Even in strange surroundings, you can trust a dwarf to find his way to a forge.
Of course,
You are
need
welcome
weapons.
in my smithy, Farin of Erebor.
Oh no, wait. Need repairs. No, we don't.
Even in strange surroundings, you are welcome.
I've found a few things on my travels that you might be interested in. Take a look.
Ah, these are work of Westernese, the lost land of Numenor. The men who forged these items were skilled indeed. You have the makings of a unique weapon here. Although these components were never part of a single work, I believe you have assembled everything I would need to make it so. The finished weapon would undoubtedly carry some elven qualities.
What do you mean by that?
Only that with a work such as this, the finished product is liable to reflect the nature of the smith who assembles it. If, for example, a dwarven smith were to complete this weapon, it might possess quite different qualities from the weapon I would create.
Alright. Well, then I would like a dwarven smith.
I'll have to think about that for a bit. Goodbye for now.
We must find a vendor. There's a lot of talking around here. Must be a vendor somewhere.
Welcome, dwarf of the Lonely Mountain. Welcome to Imladris. Are you in need of anything to help you in your travels? I have many things in my keeping that might serve you well.
This is what we're looking for. Hey, who are you?
My thanks for the welcome, lady. Might I ask your name?
No, indeed. I am a Laurie, one of Master Elrond's stewards. I help to manage the needs of his household, including arms and armor. I suspect you might have need of such things.
Oh, warlord. A bit expensive. But yes, I think we want that. That's a one-handed. That's a two-handed. That's quite good actually. Damage. What? Damn, that's actually a lot of damage. Like double. And it already has fire damage and one slot available. Okay, so that's about 2,000. Looks like adamant, yeah. Okay, back. We have a lot to sell, so we should be fine. And okay. So we already have a headpiece with Warlord.
Those who venture into the wild.
Yeah, I think we should get that one. It's even more than double the damage. And we have deep wound. Let's get that. There we go. That is nice.
Those who venture into the wild.
Let's just stick with that. 15 damage is nice. Let's give that to him. It's pretty nice melee, but I think we need... see, you can get 2 more points here. No. Put all of it in stamina. Get some more defense. Guess we're gonna wait with that. We need to speak with Elrond. And show him the tomb. Let's do that. And then we are going to be traveling to Bree or somewhere. Just to be sure that the game will save itself.
Greetings to you, Farin. Many times in the past have I welcomed your kin to my home. The bond between our kindred has at times been shaken, yet it has never been broken. Always before, I have placed my trust in Durin's folk, and never have they betrayed it. You will always be welcome here in Imladris, my friend. Yet I am certain you did not come here merely to exchange pleasantries. That is not the Dwarven way. Do you have questions for me?
Yes. I found this scroll.
I found this scroll at Fornost. I think maybe you should take a look at it.
A wise decision. This is writ in the black speech of Mordor, a language I will not utter here. It is intended to instruct the reader in the use of dark sorceries.
We faced orcs at Fornost who used spells against us.
Then it seems this has already been put to use. That is grim news. The Dark Lord is a master of necromancy and other foul sorceries. He has taught these abominations to men in the past, but never, to my knowledge, to orcs.
Good thing we captured this, then. What will you do with it?
I will destroy this scroll, at the very least. But wait, here I discover more. Listen to what is written herein. Scribed by the hand of Agandaur, disciple of the great Lord Sauron, for the empowerment of his servant Wulfrun and those others of his faithful who prove worthy. I will speak no more of these blasphemies, but it does say that this scroll is one of 7 such works.
Who is this Wulfrun the scroll speaks of?
I know not, but whoever he may be, he is certain to be deep in the sway of the Dark Lord, and very likely a powerful sorcerer in his own right. We must be watchful for any sign of his presence in the days ahead.
And then we will find others.
So there are 6 more of these accursed things. Maybe we can find them all.
That would be a great service to our cause. Should you recover them all, bring them to me, and I will ensure they are destroyed.
You can count on that.
In the meantime, please accept this in appreciation for bringing this matter to my attention. Perhaps it will be of service to you in your travels.
One more thing. I found this book hidden away in the ruins of Fornost. It looks to be quite old.
Ah, now this is writing of an altogether more wholesome sort. This was not made by any minion of Sauron, but rather by the men of Arthedain, likely before the fall of Fornost.
Tell me about this realm of Arthedain.
Arthedain was the last fragment of the great northern kingdom of Arnor. The heirs of Isildur ruled as kings of Arthedain until it too was destroyed by the enemy.
But according to the rangers at the Sarn Ford, the line of their kings did not end.
It is true Isildur's line has remained unbroken, but without a kingdom to rule, they have not claimed the title of king and have been known simply as chieftains of the Dunedain. It is our friend Aragorn who currently bears that title, although he will be the last to do so. Either he will become a king, or Isildur's line will come to an end with him.
So you think this book is a record from those days? You could be right, for we found it in a chamber that had been long sealed. Can you make out any of the writing?
Indeed. It seems to be a personal journal. And here is a name inscribed. M-A-L. Why, this appears to be a work of Malbeth, the seer of Arthedain.
Malbeth? Never heard of him.
Many of the Dunedain race are gifted with foresight, but none more than Malbeth. He predicted the final destruction of the kingdom of Arthedain, which befell exactly as he had foretold. I will examine this work carefully. Who knows what other visions are here recorded? It may be that we will find something of value to us in this time of trouble. You did well in bringing this to me. Take this in way of thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Happy to have been of service. Thanks and goodbye.
We got some loot. Alright. 60 minutes. Double health. Power cost of the skills is reduced by 80%. 10 minutes. Enemies hit with normal range attacks are stunned. Enemies who strike the player or injured equals to 30% of the player's damage. Yeah, I think the first one. Because it's an hour. Dexterity and health and reflect. Strength, will and armor. Yeah, that's more like it. Still have a lot more NPCs to talk to. Even her. Let's see, Ethelmors, how about no? Let's go back here. I don't know how this game saves, so by doing this I hope we have forced a save. Oh, slacking dwarf. Right, that will be it for tonight. But we will continue with this tomorrow. There's quite a lot of enemies killed. Well, I will be back tomorrow at 8 PM Central European. And we'll see how far we get. I can't remember how long this game is actually. But I will be trying to fix the stuttering. It was fine when we started and then it just appeared out of nowhere. We'll see. Worst case scenario, we just have to make do of it. Don't think there's much to do. I think it's just a hardware issue with it. It's 11 years old after all. 10 years, I mean. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and yeah, exactly. I will have to buy some potato computer. I can probably run it on a microwave. I can probably try to run it on the integrated graphic card. Yeah, it's a strange game to run. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I will see what I can do about it. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and good night and take care.